In 3 years, I went from running my first campaign on LinkedIn and getting no results to generating tens of thousands of leads for myself and for our clients using a simple and repeatable system. And if I had to hop in a DeLorean and travel back in time to teach my past self what I know now, this is the video that I would show them. And not only that, as a bonus, I'm going to build out a campaign and I'm going to show you the actual results of that campaign so you can see it all in action firsthand. And just so you know that it's a repeatable system, here's Luke, who we mentored. He closed 40K from 2K in ad spend within the first month of working with us. Oh, and there's also all these guys too. There's a link in the description if you want to learn more. But first I want to explain why the top B2B companies advertise on LinkedIn. So imagine a typical LinkedIn user in your head. You probably imagine this guy. Whereas if you think of a typical user on Facebook or TikTok, you probably imagine this guy. And that reveals something about LinkedIn as a platform. Just by joining the platform, you're likely a professional who's motivated, driven, an A-type personality. You're a winner and you're my type of person. And that is why the top B2B companies advertise on LinkedIn. Sure, it's more expensive than Facebook, but the lead quality is so much better that in the long run, you tend to get way more scheduled calls and also way bigger clients who ultimately pay you more. But before I went ahead and uploaded my campaign into LinkedIn, I had to prep a few things and just make sure that LinkedIn was right for my situation. This is the very important part that all of the other guides skip. So let's head back in time and figure out why this is so important. So I'm planning out this LinkedIn ads campaign, but I want the highest chance of success. Now, way back when I first ran LinkedIn ads for my previous company, I launched my campaign and after a week, only one lead came in. It wasn't exactly a failure, but it also wasn't a roaring success. And at the time, I could not figure out why. Like, I knew our service worked and I knew who our target audience was as well. So I stopped running the ads and I convinced myself that maybe it's just LinkedIn ads don't really work. So instead, I'm gonna try Google PPC ads, or I'm gonna keep writing blog posts in the hope that one day someone will actually read one of them and I'll get a client. But then years later, I returned to LinkedIn and decided to run a new campaign for my new business. And this time it immediately started working. Literally minutes after going live, leads were just flowing in, which raises the question, why? And here's the secret, because it's not actually about the ads. Ads are just a delivery vehicle for your content and for your offer. And in my previous business, with that first attempt at running a LinkedIn ads campaign, in hindsight, I hadn't really structured my ads into a solid offer that got to the core of what people actually wanted. But the second time around, I'd learned the power of offers and I'd clarified my messaging so it aligned with my target audience's pre-existing desires and wants. But in this campaign I'm about to build out, we're going to go even further. And to do this, I'm going to follow these simple steps. Firstly, I'm going to look at what has worked before elsewhere, and I'm going to start with that. Then I'm going to formulate my offer as we help target audience to achieve result within time period without something that they're currently doing that they hate. This campaign we're building here is for SaaS founders. So my offer is going to be SaaS founders, explode your growth within the next 30 days without wasting your own time and money trying to figure out the most efficient advertising method. This offer right here follows that exact formula, and I'm advertising a service that I already know works to a target audience that I already know wants and needs that service. Now, having an offer is great, but if you don't set up the ad account properly, it's game over before you've even begun. So now I'm going to show you how we set up that campaign in the campaign manager. Now, before I got started in the ads manager, I whipped up some ad creatives and some copy focused around the offer I just made. We have templates for all of this as part of our ads masterclass. There's a link in the description below. This little gag here cost me £10. Please God, leave a like and subscribe. Okay, so I've got my offer and I've also now got my ads, but LinkedIn absolutely loves to automatically select options when you're setting up your campaign that will absolutely destroy your ad performance, no matter how good your offer or your ads are. So I'm going to show you how we can avoid those pitfalls and set up the perfect campaign step by step. Step 1, we set up our audiences. We want to set up 3 variations. 1 targeting people via job titles, 1 with job seniority and function, and a final wildcard using a bonus targeting option such as skills or interests. Next, we build out our campaign, specifying our objectives, what ad format we want to use, and setting details such as our daily ad spend. In here, ensure audience expansion and audience network are both turned off. They're the biggest pitfalls that will tank your performance. Then we upload our ads. You should upload a minimum of 5 variations of ad creatives for testing. So that's the first part of the campaign uploaded. I'm going to add in a few different ad creatives and then I'm going to launch this thing, and then I'll check back in with you in a little while so we can look at the results and see how it went. So welcome back to the present day. Not only has our campaign been running for a little while, but we've also had 16 conversions come from that campaign that you saw me upload. And not only that, we've also closed some new business from those campaigns. In fact, we're currently sitting at 12 times return on the ad spend for that campaign. We spent a total of £2,134.35 on that campaign you saw me upload, and we've closed over £25,000 worth of new business, and that will increase because most of that money is recurring. So now I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you what the top performing adverts were in that ad campaign. So here's the campaign that we ran for a little while. As you can see here, our cost per click was £6.71. The average on the platform is about 4, so I'm absolutely fine with that. It varies depending on your audiences. Sometimes you get really expensive ones. And we had 16 conversions through our website. That is people booking a call for an offer that we had. Therefore, our conversion rate was about 5%. Most of the time it's going to be somewhere between 1 and 10%, so again, absolutely fine. Cost us £133 to get a conversion registered through the website. Our click-through rate was 0.55. The average on the whole of LinkedIn is 0.4, so it's above average, but we probably could have done a lot better. CPM is how much it costs to get in front of 1,000 people. That's actually fairly low. Engagement rate, the average is like 0.7%, so we're doing pretty good there. And this right here is our top performing ad. It's the one that we uploaded, and I'll tell you why this works. So as you can see here, it's got a whole load of likes, which helps. It's social proof. The reason this works is because it does everything I talked about at the start of the video. It goes into the target audience's pains and their desires. They want to explode their growth. They want to do it fast. They're currently feeling these pains, like it talks to them. Then you click learn more and it goes through to a landing page which teaches you way more. Now, as I said before, this is way more advanced stuff. Sending people to landing pages is way more complicated than using a lead gen form. But if you want to know how to conquer that, because once you do, it's insanely powerful. As I said before, it's all covered in our ads masterclass. There's a link in the description below. So all of this is great and you can do all of that too, but this is just the beginner's guide. There is so much more depth required to run a successful campaign. Like, what landing page should I be using? Should I be using remarketing? Are my ads any good? What's the best funnel for my exact situation? And if you want to conquer that and truly elevate your skills to the next level, I have created this video which goes into insane depth about all of the different funnels and strategies that you can use to elevate yourself so that you can be within the top 1% of all ad accounts on the platform.